What's happening, y'all? First video since the vacation. Hope y'all saying y'all prayers and taking y'all motherfucking vitamins. Hope you saying your prayers and taking your vitamins. Now I see why Hulk Hogan was saying that shit. That shit be real. See a lot of posts that say life ain't the same no more and all this and all that. And I feel it. We all feel it. But guess what? Life ain't supposed to be the same. If you really think about it, is it supposed to be the same? It's impossible for your life individually. Life itself, like the things that you went through, the things your kids are going to go through that you went through, and the things you went through that your grandparents and so forth all went through. As far as that aspect, life is pretty much the same. But then again, it's still different because their life wasn't the same. Like your grandparents back then, life was different. Like they didn't have internet and shit like that. But for the most part, life is the same. But at the same time, it's a must that your life has to change. Like it can't stay the same. And I think a lot of times we get caught up in living in the past and how the past made us feel and memories and the loss of people, the loss of people, the loss of, I'm going to just say the loss of people. That's the biggest thing. And then the fact that you're older now, life's different now. You're not 17 and partying, you got responsibilities and shit like that. And a lot of it is, you know what life is now. See, when you're younger, you don't know what life really is. Like, what I mean by that is you don't know how bad life really is yet. You think you do in some cases, but you really don't, especially when you like 15 to 18 or some shit like that. So life seems different. Like you be wondering, like, why is this guy saying don't get married? Or why is this girl saying don't get married? Or, why is this person saying life is hard or whatever? You remember certain things the older people would say and you would wonder why, like, why are they saying that? It don't seem like this or that. Because you can't see it from the same perspective. And I think a lot of that has to do with, I think a lot of feeling like life is different is the fact that as you get older and you experience things and go through shit, I feel like you get a different perspective on life when it comes to a lot of things, if not everything. So, ain't no way life gonna feel the same. And then like I said, the most important thing I think that makes people feel like life is different or not the same is the loss of people. The loss of people and the life that you have to live as an adult versus, adolescent type shit. Adolescent, you didn't have to pay bills. You could just run the streets, do whatever. That's a whole different life versus, being an adult. You got to go to bed. You got to get up and all this other shit. And like your mindset, man. Your mind, how you see life. You didn't see life the same now that you've seen it when you was like 17 or some shit. There's no way. You know what I mean? You just didn't see it the same. So how's life going to be the same if you don't see it the same? It's not going to be. All I can say is, don't give up. Don't worry about things you can't change. And you only live one life, so you might as well just enjoy that shit. Stop worrying about shit you can't change, man. Whether it be relationships and love and all this, whatever, man. Who cares? At this point, I wouldn't care. I would just try to find things that make you happy and roll with that. That's what I would do. Just make sure the things that make you happy ain't destructive. Like some people might get happy if they snort lines and shit, but eventually that's going to be their demise. So you don't want to do shit like that. But what you do want to do is find things that make you happy and enjoy, man. Stop worrying about shit you cannot change. I just seen a post from one of my friends She said she can't take it no more. She gives up type shit. I just told her take a break. Like, fall back. Sometimes it's just okay to fall back and not give a fuck sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta not give a fuck. For real. Because a lot of the shit, like, why we feel like life ain't the same, why I'm not happy and this and that, why people feel this way, is because they caring too much sometimes. And you supposed to care because you can't monitor your life and make your life in a great position if you don't care. But at the same time, you don't want to care too much. You don't want to overdo the caring because some shit just ain't worth worrying about. Like, people care if they got a girlfriend or boyfriend or not. You shouldn't care about that until you got one. Fuck it. It is what it is. You know, that's just one example. There's many more, but I'm just giving you one easy example that everybody can relate to, because everybody pretty much wants a girlfriend or boyfriend or deals with women or men or whatever. Telling y'all, man, focus on success. You know, if you got kids, focus on them. Focus on your health and find things that make you happy, man, and do the shit that makes you happy. Sometimes you gotta discover shit that makes you happy. And try to get rid of the stuff that does not make you happy. You know? Whether it be habits or whatever, you know what they are. You just gotta get rid of that shit somehow, some way. And you gotta, it's not, happiness is an inside job, and it's not an easy job. I mean, it can be easy, but you're not gonna be happy all the time. That's just something that everybody got to accept. Unfortunately, it's impossible to be happy all the fucking time. It's just, you're just gonna have them days where you're just not happy, man. You're just not feeling life. You're just down, you know what I mean? Then some days you're gonna feel like you up. Like right now, I feel like I'm up, but you know, I'm on vacation, so that could have a lot to do with it, you know? But sometimes when I'm not on vacation, one day I'm high as hell on cloud nine, then the next day I'm down. Usually when it comes to me, like if I have a down day where I'm just not happy, you know what I mean? The next day usually a good one. You know, then it'd be a good one for like 5 to 10 days. Then you might have another down one again. But, you know, life can be overbearing, man, but you just gotta roll with the punches, man. And certain things you just cannot give a fuck. It is what it is, man. You just really can't give a fuck sometimes. Sometimes that's all it takes. You realize that, damn, I was just caring way too much about this or that. You know, okay, I see old girl with a family and I ain't got a family for my kids or whatever. You really can't change until the opportunity comes. So why even worry about it? It don't make sense. Okay, I see old girl with I see old dude with his girl and I ain't got one. I can't change that. I'm not worried about that. I'm not going to worry about shit that I can't. Technically, I probably could change it, but you get the point. Like, things like this, you just can't worry about. You know, that's just one thing. I'm just giving you an example. People stress over all kind of shit, but I just feel like people worry too much, man. You just got to figure out, learn how to be happy for the things you do got, not the things you don't got. And that even goes for people who have died. And I'm not trying to be funny, but the people you love who died, that goes for that too, because they're not there right now. Like, maybe you'll get to see them when we go. We don't know. You know, I'm hoping, praying that people get to see their loved ones when they go. You know, I don't know. But, you know, there's nothing I can do about that until that actually happens. So if it does happen, I don't know. You know? So I don't worry about things I can't control. I feel like that's a drainer. That's a happiness drainer and an energy drainer. When you worry about shit, nothing you can do about it. You know? Nothing you can do about it. But, well, there is one thing you can do about it. Don't worry about shit that you can't do nothing about, and worry about shit you can do something about. That's what you could do about it. But like I said earlier, man, I seen a couple posts that say life ain't the same no more, and I agree. It's not the same. It ain't like the 90s and early 2000s, but it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be. So now whoever, you gotta focus on now. Because if you don't, here's what's going to happen if you don't. If you don't focus on the present right now and try to enjoy right now, right? You're going to do the same thing that you're doing now. Wait, let me explain this different. If you don't enjoy right now, you're going to be looking back at right now and you're going to feel like life ain't the same 10 more years from now. Like, because that's what people are doing. They're looking back at the past and feeling like life ain't the same no more. But they should have took full advantage of that past when it was present. So the same thing right now. If you worry about life ain't the same no more, you're not taking full advantage of right now. You're not enjoying right now. You got to enjoy right now. And I'm not the biggest person on live for the moment, because I feel like in order to really truly live for the moment, you gotta learn from the past and you gotta live for the future too. You know what I mean? Because if you just live for the moment, I'm just going to live for the moment, you might blow your whole bank account tonight or some shit. I mean, I'm being honest. Or you might make a decision that might put you in prison forever or some shit. You know what I mean? So you got to think about your future too. And you got to learn from your past. So you kind of still got to live in your past and try to live in the future, even though that's impossible. But in ways of living in the future, meaning I'm thinking about tomorrow. I'm living for today, but I'm also thinking about tomorrow. And in the past, I'm living for today, but I'm also kind of, I wouldn't say living for the past, but I'm learning from it. So technically, it kind of still is living in the past because you learn from that and you take it with you. You know, the things that you got from the past, you take it with you. You should anyway. You know, some people don't and they don't learn. That's why they don't learn. You know, that was yesterday, or they forget what they learned and all kind of shit. So it's a hard job to be happy sometimes, but you got to figure it out, man. You got to figure out what makes you happy, man. And get rid of the shit that don't. Oh, she messed with another guy. I don't even care, man. I don't even care. Like, it might sting a little bit. It might bother you, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to care. I'm just not. I don't got time to worry about that shit. You know what I mean? I just don't. Oh, he don't like me or whatever. And then I'm not arguing. I ain't got time for that shit. You know? It's already a hard enough job to be happy. So all those little things that people allow to drain even more happiness from them that they really that they're really fighting to have in the first place. You know, it's tough, man. Y'all just gotta understand we're human, man, and you're not gonna always be happy. You know, you're just not. So get over it, accept it, and it is what it is. You're not always gonna be happy, but happiness is a choice. Even when you down, you still could you can choose to not let it get to you like that. Like, I'm really not happy today. I really don't want to be fucked with by anybody type shit, but you know what? I'm still gonna enjoy this day regardless. The whole fucking truckload fell over. Now I gotta pick through all this shit, but I ain't gonna let that shit get to me. I don't even give a fuck, you know, type shit like this. The boyfriend broke up with you before you went to work. Oh, well, it is what it fucking is. It's a blessing in disguise. Fuck it. You know what I mean? You gotta have that I don't give a fuck attitude, man. You got to. It's gotta be in you. Because if not, this life will fucking chew you up and spit you out, dog. It'll break you. I think a lot of people are so focused on what they don't got that they not looking at what they do got. You know, it's hard to enjoy what you do got when you're constantly looking at what you don't got. I mean, it's impossible, basically, if you really want to be technical. If I'm worried about what he got going on or this or that or what I don't have, I can't enjoy this moment. You know what I'm saying? Stay up, though, y'all, and I guess I'll catch y'all in the next one. You know, it's impossible to be happy 24/7. I can't say that enough. So it's normal. I ain't saying it's normal to always be sad, but it's humanly normal that sometimes you're just down. That's just what it is. You start thinking about certain shit, or just sometimes it ain't even nothing and you just down just cause that's how it is. And sometimes you could be in a great ass mood for no fucking reason. So if you can be in a great ass mood for no reason, what makes you think you can't be down sometimes for no reason? That's just what it is. You gotta start finding things that make you happy. You gotta keep shit on deck. Let's say I go home, I'm bored, man. I ain't got nothing to do. Fuck, I could play PlayStation or something, even though I don't never get to play the shit. But it's there if I ever needed it. You know, that's just an example. I don't ever get to play the shit, but it's there. You know, it's something to do, keep my mind off of shit. And you can find an enjoyment in it. Now, you can take PlayStation and add that to whatever you got going on. It could be writing a book or some shit. I don't fucking know. Everybody's different. But sometimes we got to get lost in certain things that we like, that we find enjoyment in. And stop worrying about how life used to be. Because that's not your life no more. So you have to enjoy life now. You can't worry about what it used to be. You were supposed to enjoy that when that happened. That's why with relationships, okay, it's over. I enjoyed it when I had them, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not mad at them. I don't care how it ended. It don't matter. I enjoyed it when I was there, for the most part. You know what I mean? For the most part, I enjoyed the times back then, so I don't got no regrets, for real, for real. Now, sometimes you might have kids and certain things like that, but I still wouldn't regret it if I was y'all. It just is what it is. You could be on child support, whatever. I still wouldn't regret it. I get why men would regret it. They're like, man, I shouldn't have got her pregnant. Why the fuck with her? This or that. So I get it, man, but just gotta find ways to be happy, man. I don't know no other way to put this shit, man. And I feel like it be the littlest shit, man. It be the littlest shit that can make you happy. Like this right here. $3. What is this? This is for wintertime. Work shit for wintertime, but it's on sale. I don't know. I just bumped into it. So I bought like 3 or 4 of them. Got shirts too. You know what I'm saying? That's for winter. I'm not even going to use that right now. But shit like that make me happy. Little shit like that. A fucking thermo pants. You know what I'm saying? Got this too. You know, stuff like that. Going out, shopping for your house. Got my teas that make me feel good. You know, little shit. This ain't even big shit. This ain't, I'm on a boat in Miami. Even though that makes me happy too. But the little shit. So if this little shit makes me happy, imagine the big shit. Imagine a boat in Miami. You're going to be on cloud billion. Because why? Because little shit. Like people will say money can't make you happy. And it can't. But if you're already happy and you get money too, that's going to be like embalming fluid on that shit because you're going to be able to do so much more shit. It can't make you happy, but it can bring happiness because you can do certain things. Like putting your kid through college. That wouldn't make you happy? Well, what if you didn't have the money? So don't give me that. Money can't make you happy shit. Now, I mean, wait a minute. I said that wrong. Don't give me that money can't bring you happiness. It can. It just can't make you happy. You have to already be happy. But if you're already happy and then you got money, success, or you're already happy, then you get healthy, nice body or whatever, it's going to be like 1 billion times even more happiness. You're already happy and then you get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, it's going to be way better. It's going to be even way more. But a lot of people, they're not happy with certain things. So when they get it, they still not happy. You know what I mean? That's why they don't appreciate shit or it don't make them happy. Okay. Like person, not really a happy person. Then they get a girlfriend, boyfriend, perfect person for them. And then they fuck it up because they're not happy already. So the person can't make them any happier than what they already are. And they fumble the person. Or they think they want some other girl or other guy or guys or girls. You know what I mean? Shit like this. You can't enjoy something that you got. how can I say that again? You can't, basically what I'm trying to say is if you don't enjoy what you don't have, you can't enjoy it when you do get it, basically. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. And a lot of people did not take advantage of the past. I'm kind of guilty of that a little bit. Should have enjoyed it a little bit more than what I could have. So now I try to just enjoy every day. You know what I mean? I don't live it up every day, but I enjoy it. There's a difference. I could be just chilling on the couch. That don't mean I'm not enjoying my day. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I'm not enjoying my day. It's just little shit that make me happiest the most, to be honest with y'all. But that big shit, that shit is special too. Don't get it twisted. But y'all, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Life ain't the same no more. It's not supposed to be. You know, people die and your kids grow up, and like, you can't tell me your life was the same when your kid was a baby versus when they're a teenager. How's your life going to be the same? Their life's not the same, and neither is yours going to be the same. You got to worry about if they having sex, smoking weed, all kinds of shit. Life ain't going to stay the same, y'all. It's just not. You're going to have to adapt with it. You know what I mean? Appreciate the past and try to cherish now, because, like they say, borrow time. Borrow time, man. That shit is short. But if you enjoy it to the fullest, it's a lot longer. How do you make your life longer? By enjoying it to the fullest. There is no other way. There literally really isn't no other way. Because even with health, you can't really, you want to be healthy, but you can't really determine if that's going to stop you from dying or not. Anything. You still can get sick. So the only way to really prolong your life is to enjoy it to the fullest, because you get more out of it versus just living. Like they say, there's a difference between living and living. No, living and existing. Like they say, there's a difference between living and existing. So you don't want to just exist. You want to live, man. I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. I'm about to get in this gym, though. So until I talk to y'all next time, y'all stay up.